Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in for the third week of March. So for the third week of March, I'm going to be checking in from March 15th through March 21st. So I'm going to get my stickers. On the 15th, I spent $5 out of my restaurant's envelope at McDonald's. So I spent $5 and that came out of restaurants on the 15th. And then next on the 15th, I also spent $153 on my brother-in-law's gift. It was his birthday that day, and we gave me and my sister about one gift that was shared, and my portion was $153. Next on the 16th, I had a no spend day. Next on the 16th, I had a no spend day. And then on the 17th, I also had a no spend day. So I'm going to put no spend for both. So 16th and 17th. And then next on the 18th, I spent $20 out of my groceries envelope at Rayleigh's. So that was for the 18th. And then on the 18th, I also spent $150 to put in the application to renew my license. So I put in the application with the board, and that was $150. I don't have the money in the envelope at the moment, but I am going to be budgeting for it for my next paycheck. So that's why I'm putting a sinking fund sticker, because I am going to be taking the money out of my sinking fund. So that was $150 to renew, and then I have to take my test, and I'm not 100% sure if I have to pay, or if this fee also covers the exam, if all I have to do is just register for the exam. But anyways, so that was all for the 18th. On the 19th, I spent $38 out of my spending envelope on some, savings challenges that my sister and I ordered from a shop. So that was on the 19th. And then next on the 19th, I also spent $10 out of my spending envelope at Starbucks to reload my card. So that was 10. And then next on the 19th, I also spent $2 at Dollar Tree because we had a potluck at my job. So for our all staff meeting, so I took fresas con crema and I went to buy the cups so people could pour it in the cups when they ate it, and that was $2. And then next on the 20th, I spent $55 out of my gas envelope at Costco to get gas. So that was $55. And then on the 21st, I spent $8 out of my restaurant's envelope at McDonald's. Okay, so that was 8 from restaurants. And then now for the check-in portion. So starting off with gas, let me just write down what I started off the week with. So gas started off with 120, groceries with 100, restaurants with 50, spending with 50, miscellaneous with 50, and fun with 80. And then I know that I didn't have anything unbudgeted, so I'm just gonna draw a line through that right now. So for gas, I spent $55 at Costco. So I spent 55, should have 65 remaining. Next for groceries. For groceries, I spent 20 at Rayleigh's, and that's all I spent. So spent 20, I should have 80 remaining. Next, I have restaurants. For restaurants, I spent 5 at McDonald's and 8 at McDonald's, so that should be $13. So for restaurants, I spent 13. I should have 37 remaining. Now for spending. For spending, I spent 38 on the challenges, 10 at Starbucks, and then 2 at Dollar Tree. So that should be a total of $40. So that should be a total of $50. So I spent everything that I had in spending. So I spent 50. I should have 0 remaining. Next I have miscellaneous, and I believe I did not spend anything from miscellaneous or from fun. And then I'm also going to check off the money that I took out of birthdays, and then I'm not going to check off the money that's coming out of my LCSW yet because I don't have the money and I haven't paid that back. Okay, so now let me just fill in 0 spent for miscellaneous and fun, and then I have 50 left in fun, 50 left in miscellaneous and 80 left in fun. Okay, so that is all for my weekly check-in for the 3rd week of March. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.